At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
This year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles. Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
And welcome into this IdahoSports.com game stream production of Treasure Valley Game Night. Tonight it's sponsored by Project Filter, Valleywide Cooperative, and the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. Additional coverage on IdahoSports.com is presented by Meridian Plumbing and Lookout Credit Union. Tonight we are live just a couple miles from the Oregon border here in Weiser for this District 3 showdown between the top-ranked Homedale Trojans coming into this one on the road with a 5-0 record. The number one ranked team getting all of the votes in the latest 4A state media poll. Today they come into a tough, windy environment here in Weiser. Weiser's won their last 3 games. We'll get into that in just a sec. But while we have a chance, we'll go ahead and talk about these teams. My name is Lucas Gephardt alongside my broadcast partner tonight, Clay Hatfield. Clay, with these two teams here tonight, Homedale obviously come in. They basically ran through their schedule. Yeah. We'll go ahead and throw that up on the screen as while we talk about it. Here's kind of what Homedale has done up until this point. They've run through this thing. Wins over Snake River, Filer, Kimberly, Jerome, Payette last week. No one's really touched them so far.
Yeah, it's been an easy road right now for Homedale. Not a lot of competition for this number one ranked team, but they're coming into a game tonight against Weiser, who started 0-2, as you mentioned, but have really turned it around the last 3 games.
Yeah, we'll take a look at Weiser's schedule up to this point on your screen right now. As we mentioned, losers in their first 2. An 0-2 start for Weiser, losing to Buell and Lakeland, but then bouncing back. You see it right there, 61 points against Melba, a 70 spot at Pendleton a couple weeks ago, and then last week, a 1-score win against McCall Donnelly, 27-21. So both these teams red hot coming into this game here tonight. These two teams very familiar with each other. They play each other in regular season, obviously, because they're conference opponents. But these two teams face each other quite a bit in the playoffs as well.
Yeah, they have. And it's been Homedale coming out on top the last few years. So Weiser looking to turn that around with Coach Harrison at the helm. His 7th season here in Weiser, bringing all that success that he brought from Snake River when he made the move up here.
Yeah, it's been nothing but success for Weiser in terms of the regular season. Once they hit the state playoffs, they run into teams like Homedale, Sugar, Salem. Both these teams know all about that. But the thing about Sugar, I mean, they've lost the last two in a row. But the only year, the last 5 years, I think that Sugar hasn't won a state championship. It's been Weiser that's won it instead. So
yeah, it was Weiser, and was it overtime or was it?
It was in overtime. Yeah. So we are all set to go here from Weiser. It's going to be Homedale kicking things off. They'll be wearing the white uniforms with the red numbers. Weiser will be wearing the red uniforms with the white numbers. All teed up at the 40-yard line. Off we go here from Weiser. Line drive kick caught on the line. As bringing this one out is Xander Gray. Gray gets it out to about the 25 before he is dropped between the hash marks. And here comes the Weiser offense for the first time tonight. Weiser is led by the senior quarterback, Colin Cook, 5'11", 170. Weiser is going to run a wing T offense. They're going to be doing a lot of running tonight.
Yeah, we're not going to see a lot of passing from either team this evening. Both teams like to just ground and pound it. So we'll see if you're a fan of the running game, like an old Michigan team.
This game's for you.
This game's for you.
Under center goes Cook. As they try to the right side, they're going to try it straight up the middle. Not a whole lot doing on this one. It's just a couple yards straight up the middle. First play from scrimmage. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 8. There comes a 2nd and 8. Weiser again will come back to the wing offense. Receiver out towards the far hash. They're going to throw. This one is caught out by the 35, just a few yards short of the first down marker. That pass was caught by Gray. I think Gray was the ball carrier on the last play as well. So Xander Gray, a carry and a catch so far in this one. 3rd and short coming up.
So we talk about Weiser not being much of a passing team. They came out on the second play, pick up about 6 yards on it.
Yeah. Well, Homedale obviously going to stack the box here tonight. A minute gone here in this first quarter. 3rd and 1. They go back to the ground. They try the right side this time. It's Cash Cobb, and he has the first down out to the 39. First down of the night for this Weiser offense.
McCoy Swallow in there on the tackle for the Homedale Trojans. But a good pickup and a first down to keep this drive going now for the Wolverines.
Ball out to the 39, 10.5 to go. Opening quarter, opening possession here from Weiser. As they go back to the ground, back to Cobb they go, Cash Cobb. And this time he doesn't get much past the line of scrimmage, maybe about 2 or 3. They're going to give him about 2.5 yards.
Yeah, nothing fancy, just running there behind Isai Herrera, 6'3", 250-pound offensive lineman. So they like what they see out of him. He's going to be busy tonight, opening up holes for this run game.
2nd and 7. And they try counter, and this time it's blown up. Cobb couldn't get going at all as the Homedale defense quickly in the backfield.
That was number 61, McCoy Swallow again. Read that counter play perfectly.
Brings up unfamiliar territory for this Weiser offense, a spot they don't like to be in. 3rd and long, 3rd and 10. And they're going to come out with 3 receivers this time, to the left, 1 to the right, and they will throw. Clean pocket, delivers towards the near side, into traffic, it's picked off. Rafael Cuenca picking this one off as he comes down the near sideline, inside the 20, down to the 13.
Yeah, that was just thrown into triple coverage there. Not a good ball to throw, and into this wind, just killed the ball, and Cuenca was able to pick it out of the air and run it back. Great return, great field position here for the Trojans.
And now here comes the Homedale offense for the first time tonight as Cuenca gets the interception. And the Trojans looking to capitalize here on the road. 9:05 to play in the opening quarter as the Trojan offense takes the field. Xavier Urenga, the junior quarterback for Homedale, will take his spot in the pistol set, twins left. As they go to the ground, they go to their lead back, their running back, and that's going to be Javid Blewett. And he has a few yards off the left side. Under 9 minutes to play in the opening quarter.
Yeah, just not a lot of running room there for Blewett. Picked up a yard before this Weiser defense shut him down.
8:42 to play. Just a gain of 1 on the last play. Homedale having a little bit of issues getting the play in from the sideline up against the play clock here as they put a man in motion. Do get the play off in time. They go to Blewett on the right side. Blewett down inside the 10 to the 9. Close to a first down, did not get it. Third and short coming up.
But a good run there by Blewett off the right. Nice seal block there from his right tackle. Kept that defensive end from stretching that play out and picked up nearly the first down.
It's Luke Sarich on the tackle, the second-team All-State linebacker from last year. He's one of the best linebackers here in the state playing for this Weiser defense. 3rd and 1, under 8 minutes to play. Pistol set here for Uranga. Back to Blewett, up the middle, first down inside the 5. Dropped at the 4. First and goal coming up for Homedale.
Just a hard run there by Blewett. Nothing fancy, just give him the ball, let him run up the gut of that defense and see what he can do.
Be a first and goal now for Homedale, looking to strike first here on the road at Weiser. Number 1 team in the state in the latest media poll, number 2 in the Max Prep rankings. Sugar loses 2 in a row. They're still number 1 in the Max Prep rankings. Go figure.
Go figure.
Pistol set on first and goal. It's a high snap. Ball is loose. Jumping on top of it, thankfully for Homedale, is Uranga, and the Trojans dodge a bullet.
Yeah, just a bad snap there from center. Uranga was able to find a handle on it, but a big loss on the play.
Second down and goal from the 18 now. Under 7 minutes to play in the opening quarter, and Homedale goes from knocking on the door all the way back to the 18.
Just a mental mistake there by the Homedale offense.
Twins left, pistol set for Uranga. He'll roll to the far side, plants his feet, delivers far side, knocked away. In coverage there was Xander Gray. The senior knocks it away, and it's 3rd and goal.
Good coverage there by Gray, just sticking with that receiver, knocking the ball down and making Homedale into a 3rd and very long situation.
Be 3rd and goal from the 18.
Not a lot of playbooks include a play for this.
No, there's not. You maybe got 1 or 2 plays. And you got to be thinking, too. I mean, you might have 2 cracks at it. 4 down territory, you got to be thinking here, so maybe try to get 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Go 9 yards at a time.
Well, you do have the wind at your back, so if you don't pick it up, maybe you go for the 3.
Yeah, that's a good point. Man in motion from right to left. He'll roll left. Uranga delivers back to the near side, and it's intercepted off the deflection, coming down the near sideline to the 50 and thrown out of bounds. Colin Cook, the interception. Here comes a late flag. 2 early turnovers for both of these teams.
And a nice pick, a nice return by this Weiser defense. And it looks like they're going to pick up 15 more at the end of it by the way Weiser's cheering. We'll see what the official calls here. I thought maybe the offensive guy for Homedale threw him down out of bounds. We'll see what the call is here.
Well, either way, Weiser goes from giving up the ball and giving Homedale the ball, as this is going to be 15 more against Homedale. So Weiser will march this thing down into Trojan territory. It'll be down at the 35 of Homedale when it's all said and done.
Yeah, just a trio of mistakes on that drive. The long snap that got away, the interception, and then tacking 15 yards onto the end of the interception. Has Weiser in great field position.
So here comes Colin Cook just off the interception. He's going to toss this one left now out to the 31 before he's slammed to the grass. The ball carrier, Cole Ingle. You can just feel the tension, Clay, between these two teams.
Kate Hall there with the body slam. Or Brock Walker, excuse me, on the body slam there. Just no love lost between these two squads.
Two teams that have played each other twice a year for the last several years. Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. It's a pickup of 4, under 6 minutes to play, 2nd and 6. So they go back to the left side. Big hole across the 20, down to the 15. It's slung out of bounds as Cash Cobb.
Nice blocking downfield by this offensive lineman. Number 77, Riker McElroy, was leading the way for the Wolverines.
Engel, Cobb in the backfield. They're the two backs behind Cook. They're going to go to Cobb on the right side, still on his feet, stumbles his way inside the 10. And just a few moments ago, Homedale had a 1st and goal, and now it's Weiser crawling its way inside the 10. 5:15 to go in a fun, action-packed opening quarter from Weiser.
And Weiser needs to take advantage of these opportunities here. They need to put a lot of points on the board if they're going to have a chance tonight.
Back to the right side, they try it with Cobb. Cobb not going anywhere. Hit a wall, 3rd down coming up. Picks up maybe a yard and a half. And we'll have about a 3rd and 5. Maybe 3rd and 4 coming up as we're under 5 minutes to play. They'll call it 3rd and 6.
That's a bit unfair. It looks like about 3rd and 5 from here.
Yeah, it does. Well, now they just switched it to 3rd and 4. So there you go, 3rd and 4. They try the counter on the left side. Steps out of a tackle inside the 5. Touchdown, Weiser. Over on the left side, it was Cole Engel, and Weiser's on the board first.
Great run by Engel. Took the initial hit, was able to spin away from it, stay on his feet, and get into the end zone for the TD. That looked like it was going to be a busted play, but Engel did all the hard work, and it paid off.
Extra point is up and good. 7-0 Weiser as they fire the cannon.
Caught us off guard a little bit earlier.
It sure did. Well, the Wolverines are feeling it right now. 4:25 to go here in this opening quarter. They lead at 7-0. We want to thank Meridian Plumbing. They are the Treasure Valley's top choice for your plumbing needs. For over 40 years, Meridian Plumbing has been serving new home builds and remodels, farms, and businesses across the Treasure Valley. After your first service call with Meridian Plumbing, it'll be easy to see why thousands of customers return year in and year out for all their plumbing needs. And just when you thought it couldn't get any better, Meridian Plumbing offers a no-charge dispatch fee. The search for your permanent plumber is one call or click away, and that's Meridian Plumbing. Choose the safe, local plumber. Choose Meridian Plumbing. All right, so a couple turnovers, and then one of the two teams cashed in on.
Yeah.
That team was Weiser.
And Weiser doing something not many teams have done to Homedale this year, and that's get out to a lead.
Yeah, that's a good point. They're going to try an onside kick. It's loose at the 50, and Weiser has it.
Gutsy call there by this coaching staff, and it pays off for the Wolverines in a big way.
It was recovered by Weiser right at the 50. And all of the momentum on the home sideline right now. What a kick by the kicker, Diego Delgadillo, getting the right bounce as they try it with Cobb again up the middle. He's got nowhere to go.
Brock Walker again in on the tackle. Number 33.
Weiser throwing everything it has right now at Homedale. Tom Harrison, the head coach of Weiser, feeling the momentum, deciding to go for the onside kick, and they get it.
A gutsy early call here.
Can they cash in, though? 2nd and 9. They're going to try speed option on the right side, squeaking out of one tackle, falling forward down to the 42. The quarterback, Cook, and it's a 3rd and short.
That almost looked like another busted play there. He went to hand it off to the running back, and the running back was not there.
Be about a 3rd and 2. Probably 4-down territory here for Weiser. Trying to keep and capitalize on the early momentum the Wolverines have grasped. 3rd and short. Going to keep it again. Fighting forward, has the first down to the 38.
You said it, fighting is exactly what he did on that run.
Be a fresh set of downs at the 38. Just over 3 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Homedale and Weiser. 2 former 3A, now 4A heavyweights going at it here tonight. Counter, left side, and grabbing on for dear life and falling to the ground at the 35. The ball carrier for Weiser is Engel.
Diego Cortez was the one holding on around the ankles for Homedale.
Those counter plays just so dangerous for Weiser. They get you going one way and then they hit you the other.
And right now it's working. It's getting that Homedale defense on roller skates.
2nd down and 6. Toss left side, some space into the second level, down to the 25 goes Engel.
And that was a nice pull there by Dylan Ashley. The right guard came around and opened up a hole.
Fresh set of downs here for Weiser, looking to go up 2 scores early on the #1 team in 4A. Toss, left side, and now slung to the turf. Not much doing there for Cobb. Excuse me, that was Weston Black, the senior, on the toss. So Black picks up about a yard in his first carry of the night.
Yeah, Weiser's going to run 3 or 4 guys out here out of the backfield all night long, keeping fresh legs in there.
And you're going to see Cobb, Black, Sarek, and then obviously the quarterback, Colin Cook. 2nd and 8. A minute and change to go in the opening quarter. Fast moving, but exciting opening quarter. Right side this time, Cobb gets about 3 yards up the middle, brings up a 3rd down as Cobb gets down to the 20. Weiser in the red zone once again.
And that was easy, just a little handoff right up the gut. And a nice pickup on 2nd down. Makes 3rd down much more manageable.
3rd down and 4, under a minute to play here in the opening quarter. Cook going under center.
That's
and
gonna be
a whistle.
False start. Yeah, the right tackle leaned forward just a little early.
So it pushes them back 5 yards.
It definitely changes the play call here.
Yes, it does.
And probably takes them out of field goal range if that was an option, because they have the wind in their faces, and it's a stiff wind tonight.
Yeah, it is very windy here at Weiser. Feels like we're just right on the edge of a storm, but no rain in the forecast.
Live with rain, just no thunder or no lightning.
Yeah,
just
very
no
true.
lightning.
3rd down and 9. As the clock moving, under 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. See if Weiser can get the play off in time. Clock down to 10 seconds as Cook brings the play to the huddle. Down to 6 seconds. And whistles.
They're going to take a timeout. Took too long to get that play in.
Yep.
They were going to pick up a delay of game. You hate to waste a timeout there with only 4 seconds left to go in the quarter.
Yeah, you sure do, yeah. So 3rd and 9 on the other side of the timeout. This will be the last play of the first quarter. Been a fun first quarter.
A quick first quarter.
Quick first quarter, yeah, that as well. Couple turnovers, both interceptions. The one for Weiser just off a deflection, and Cook came up with the interception. And that just seemed to completely shift the early momentum of this one.
Yeah, it really did. Weiser able to do with their turnover what Homedale couldn't do with the one that they picked up, and that was turn it into points. And then Weiser came out right after that and surprised, I think, everybody with the onside kick.
Yeah. Rafa Quinca with the interception for Homedale. And then the interception for Cook just came a few plays later. Homedale had a bad snap. They got it all the way down to the 4. Then they had a bad snap that knocked him back to the 18. A few plays later, they threw the interception. Here's a 3rd and 9. Last play of the quarter. It's going to be a draw that does not go anywhere. Loss of about a yard on the last play of the quarter as Cobb has nowhere to go. And we have reached the end of one.
That's an interesting call on 3rd and long.
Yeah.
Huh. Wonder what they have drawn up for 4th down.
Well, they probably they got to get at least 10.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. But now they have the wind at their back. Maybe do they try to field goal from here?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, they switch ends. And the wind tonight, this is an unofficial miles per hour. Would you say steady winds, 15, 20?
Yeah,
15
absolutely.
to 20 miles an hour?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gusts, I'm guessing, will probably get up to about 30.
And we've had some gusts.
Yeah. Other than that, very pleasant day across the valley. Just when you get up into the hills a little bit, the wind picks up.
Into the hills.
So we get set for the second quarter of play here. It'll be a 4th and 10, and they're going to try a field goal.
That's going to be a long one. That's a 42-yarder he's lining up right now.
Yeah, it's Diego Delgadillo lining it up. Luke Sarek, the holder. Wayne to his back. 42 yards from the left hash. On the way. Has the leg, and he got it.
Wow. 42 yards as true as you like. Nice job by Delgadillo. Wind aided, took advantage of that wind, and able to put 3 more points on the board.
And it's a 10-0 Weiser lead. 4 seconds into the second quarter. So now how does Homedale respond after what's probably the first time all year that they may have been punched in the mouth a little bit?
Yeah. They need to get off the ropes and get something going here on offense. Keep their eyes open for another onside kick.
Yeah.
Although I'd be
shocked if they tried again. Yeah. Impressive leg there from Delgadillo as he tees it up at the 40. Granted, had the wind to his back, which really helped him.
Yeah.
But that was good by plenty.
Henry back to return for the Trojans.
End over end kick will sail into the end zone. Hits the back of the end zone. He's got a leg on him.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that's an advantage at this level when you have a kicker that can go deep.
Yeah, without a doubt. So here comes the Homedale offense now. It's just their second drive of the game. Here in the early stages, very early stages, I should say, of the second quarter. First drive ended in an interception. They were knocking on the door. The offense looked good until the bad snap. And then they kind of got behind the sticks, tried to make up for it, and then you have the interception.
Looking to do a little better here.
Urenga will hand it off. They tried the left side and stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Herrera was in on the tackle there, and that runner, is that Henry?
Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
Henry had nowhere to go.
Homedale will get the play in from the side. They're going to go twins to the right. Blew it back in the backfield. Here the pistol set. We'll send a man in motion. That was Brock Walker, the fullback. Another bad snap. Urenga has to go track it down. Running all the way back to his end zone. He lost the ball. Weiser picks it up. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Wow. Another unforced error by Homedale, and they pay for it immediately as Weiser jumps on that loose ball and picks it up for the score.
It was Colin Cook, I think, who picked it up in the end zone. And Cook now has a fumble recovery for a touchdown and an interception. And it is 16-0 Weiser.
That is a score I would not have had on my bingo sheet.
Extra point is up and good. 17 zip.
Wow. And just unforced errors by Homedale, and Weiser is taking advantage of every one of them.
11.
This team has come out on fire tonight.
Yeah, they have. All the momentum with Weiser right now. Homedale way back on its heels. Still plenty of time left to go, though.
Yeah.
11 minutes, 10 seconds, second quarter.
You don't want to fall too far behind to this Weiser team. They can put up points. We saw that was against Pendleton, right? The 70 spot? Yeah.
70, yep.
So they know how to find the end zone.
Well, probably helps when they're getting defensive scores, too.
Yeah.
Non-offensive touchdowns. Weiser's got one of those in the bank here tonight.
Two turnovers and 14 points.
Yeah, that'll help.
You will see that, old man?
Trying to. Trying to flip the lights on and back off, and I can just see my perfectly of my shadow right in the window. So Weiser getting set to kick this off. Another booming kick here from El Gaido, and it goes into the end zone. Another touchback. Kickoff team's going, man, let us play, huh?
Yeah. And Delgadillo is having none of it. His leg is
He's having fun with his with the window.
Yeah.
Window is back.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah. So this drive will start from the 20. 2 drives, 2 turnovers for Homedale. An interception and a fumble. And the Trojans blink and they find themselves down 17-0. Urango, pistol set.
The offense needs to do something here just to give a defense a break, if nothing else.
They're going to go blue it on this first down run. They pick up 5 to the 25 on the stretch play. And yeah, you're absolutely right. They got to, at the very least, they need to pick up some first downs.
Yeah.
Under 11 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Twins left here for Homedale. Back to the ground they go. Big hole up the middle. First down across the 30 down to the 32. As Blewett picks up the first down.
And just nice straight up blocking there by this Homedale Trojan offensive line to give Blewett some space to run and a much needed first down for the Trojans.
Be 10.5 to go in the second quarter. Trojans on the move, trailing by 17 on the road here in Weiser. Still set again for Uranga. Whistles and a flag comes in. This one from the side judge. Pointing Weiser's way.
Legal substitution, maybe?
Yep, you got that one right. 1 for 1.
Occasionally, I know what I'm doing. Not often, but
occasionally we get one right.
Occasionally.
So free 5 here for Homedale. Another high snap. They go to on the handoff, and Cade Hall is going nowhere but backwards.
Yeah, and another bad snap there from the center.
Yep.
Uranga had to go up and get it. Luckily for Homedale fan, he was able to round it up this time, but no gain on the play.
They've had 2 bad snaps so far tonight, end in disaster. One of them knocked them off the doorstep on the goal line. The other one resulted in a Weiser touchdown. Second down and 7. As Hall lost 2 on the last one. And they'll go empty here on second down. Wildcat formation as the back takes the direct snap, and there's only about a yard to be found. There on the left side, Luke Henry, the ball carrier.
They're going to need to get him going if they're going to get back in this game. Henry is the Homedale workhorse in the backfield. And again, a team that does not pass a lot.
Yeah.
And right now they have that stout wind in their face. So even maybe a little bit more hesitation to put the ball in the air.
3rd down and 6. Urenga back in the game at quarterback. Pistol set. He'll empty out the backfield as Henry motions out. Urenga on the move. Passes on the run. Has to go down to the grass to catch it, but Henry does catch it at the 45, and it's a 1st down.
Nice job by Henry to get down and get his hands underneath that ball and pick up a very important 1st down for the Trojans.
Yeah, big 1st down. 8.5 to go, 2nd quarter. Trojans trying to get some of this momentum back. Right now, all of it belonging to Weiser. Back to the ground they go, straight up the middle, and nowhere to go. Blew it, stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That's number 55 there. Karsten Walker on the stop for Weiser.
Now Weiser's got some studs on their front 7. They got Cash Cobb, who's an all-conference defensive lineman from last year, and Sarek, who, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, a 2nd-team All-State linebacker from a year ago. It's a tough Weiser defense to run against. 2nd down and 10. Henry, the man in motion.
Looks like they're coming on a blitz here. Here comes the DB.
Can't find Henry on the quick out, and it's incomplete. 3rd down coming up. They did bring pressure off the edge. Pressure coming from the nickel spot there.
Yeah, it was Ty Cobb there coming in, forcing that pass that was just a little wide of the intended target.
So now a 3rd and long for Homedale. 3rd down and 10. 7:28 left to play here in the 2nd quarter. Third down and 10. Empty set here for Urenga. Weiser brings pressure again. Has to throw it quick. Finds the man in the flat, but dropped immediately. Engel there on the tackle, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, Cole Engel all over that play. Great job making that tackle in space.
David Bowden, the junior receiver, on the catch, but there was nowhere for him to go. Just a gain of 2. 4th down and 8 now.
It looks like Homedale's keeping their offense on the field.
They will go for it. Down by 17, they need 8. Trips out to the right as they send a man in motion. As
that
Delasso.
pressure again.
They try to bring it off the edge, trying to escape as Urenga gets out of the pocket, delivers on the run, it's caught! 1st down, Homedale.
Great pass there by Urenga. He flushed out of the pocket, threw on the run, and was able to complete it to Luke Henry.
Big catch by Luke Henry. 1st down, Homedale. That was big.
That was really big. That kept that drive alive and put Homedale on plus territory now. Struggling there?
Trying to look through his window, man. All I can see is the shadow of my head. Pistol set. Henry in motion coming to the near side, and a whistle and a false start.
It's another unforced error there by Homedale. Is going to back them up 5, make it 1st and 15.
So this will make it 1st and 10 into a 1st and 15. And the mistakes just continuing here tonight for Homedale. Back to the pistol set. They bring pressure off the edge again. Homedale's just going to run straight up the middle and get those 5 yards right back. Gain of 6.
Yeah, nothing fancy there, just right up the gut, picking up the yards.
And Weiser not afraid. That's Ty Cobb, who we keep mentioning, that's coming off the edge. There's an injured Homedale player. Looks like a lineman down at the 42.
Is there an 81? Nope.
McCoy Swallow, I think is who it is.
Yeah, 61. My eyes aren't what they used to be.
Mine aren't either, especially tonight. As they attend to Swallow there down at the 42. They'll take a quick timeout. Thank Lookout Credit Union.
An Idaho-based credit union is leading the way in community initiatives and charitable partnerships. Recognizing a need for change, Lookout Credit Union underwent a major transformation to put its employees and their community first. Through 2 strong initiatives, Lookout Credit Union is ensuring a brighter future for its community. To find out more, visit www.lookoutcu.com.
Second down as Swallow goes to the sideline under his own power as they try a power run play here up the middle, across the 40, down to the 39. Third down coming up halfway through this second quarter.
And another high snap there that Uranga had to go up and get.
Third down and 6 coming up. The clock ticking towards that 5.5-minute mark. Another big third down here for Homedale. They've already kept the drive alive on a 4th down pickup. Can they get a 3rd down here? So they send him in motion. That's Henry towards the near side. Uranga to throw. Uranga, clean pocket, delivers down the field, and it's knocked away. Into coverage, and it was knocked away by Josh Mizar, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, Mizar could have went up and maybe made a play on the interception there. Decided to be safe and just swat the ball to the turf. But Uranga threw there into double coverage. Lucky to get away with it.
4th down and 6. Homedale going to go for it again. Here from the Weiser 39. Pretty much a no-brainer when you're at this point in the field.
Yeah, especially with the wind in your face. Punt's not going to go very far. And you're down by 17. You can do something here to get the momentum away from these Wolverines.
It was Luke Henry that came up with the catch on the last 4th down conversion. This time, they put Nolaso into motion. Trips left. Uranga rolling to the near side. Here comes the pressure, and he goes down at the 50. A turnover on downs. They're in for the sack. Isaiah Herrera.
And you're not going to stop Herrera. That is a big boy out there as he flexes his muscles. He just blew his blocker off his toes and was able to get on Uranga before Uranga had a chance to do anything.
And so now after the turnover on downs, ball goes back to Weiser. And Weiser a chance now to really start to take control of this game. 5:11 to go here in the second quarter. Cook will come out. He's got 3 receivers over to the right. They hand it off up the middle. And Cobb carries it across the 50 down to the 49.
Tackle made there by number 60, Diego Cortez. But a nice pickup on 1st down.
Pick up a 3. And if you're Homedale, that's all you need. 3 to 4 yards every play. They'll take it. Play action and slung to the turf. And they're going to give him a sack. It was a high tackle, but it's going to be Caden Lang on the sack. And it pushes Weiser back into Homedale territory. Not sure if they were trying to throw that, if they were trying to set up a speed option.
Whatever it was, it did not work how Weiser had drawn up. There were 3 Trojans all over the backfield.
3rd down and 10. 4 minutes left to play here before halftime. Shotgun set now for Weiser. Cook, clean pocket, delivers to the near side, pass in and out of the hands. Looking for a flag. There is none. It's the intended target, Gray, and it's 4th down.
Good job there by Nolasco on defense. Force a 4th and 10. 4th and 9 will be nice.
Now with the wind to your back, a punt becomes an option, but Weiser has other ideas. They're going to go for it. 4th and 9.
Yeah, punt could flip the field here, but looks like they might go for it, set up a pooch punt.
Pooch punt it is, and it's a short punt. I mean, not exactly what Weiser had in mind as it rolls out of bounds at the 34. So 3:55 left to play in the second quarter. And the Homedale offense comes back to the field. It's been an offense that's sputtered throughout the night. They've been close to the end zone on their first drive, and then a bad snap and an interception later, and that's when the ball really started get rolling there for Weiser.
Fumbling their own end zone, just the wheels came off the offensive bus for Homedale.
So 3:55, the offense will retake the field. They did pick up a 4th down on their last drive. Went 1 for 2 on 4th downs as they turned it over on downs at midfield. Urenga on the pistol will hand this one off to Blue it up the middle, nowhere to go. Weiser winning the battle up front.
Yeah, just shutting them out in the trenches. Homedale's going to have to find some other way to open up that run game other than up the gut, because that is not getting them anywhere right now.
3.5 left to play. The clock becoming a little bit of a factor here for Homedale as well. Homedale does get the ball on the other side of the half, so a score and a score could get them right back in it, but Blew it, nowhere to go again off the right side, and just like that, it's 3rd and long.
Yeah, Homedale just has absolutely no space to run right now. They're going to have to rely maybe on that pass game, open that up a little bit, but that's not how this team is designed. They're not designed to be a throwing team. They'll throw when they have to, but they prefer to run.
Well, they may have to throw here as it's under 3 minutes. And a 3rd and 10 coming up. They're taking a hot minute to get this play in from the sideline, too. Twins right, single receiver. They're going to stack them left. Urenga to throw on 3rd down. Has time, floats one over the middle. Pass deflected and incomplete. Pass was a little bit behind the intended target, Cuenca, and it's 4th down.
And Trojans have no choice here but to punt this ball away into this wind.
2:32 left to play before halftime. 17-0 Weiser, leading top-ranked #1 team in the state, Homedale. Punt is cleanly away. Takes a bounce at the 40 and will roll to the 39. So Weiser another chance here before the half. 2:24 left to play in this first half to add to its 3-score lead.
Yeah, this Homedale defense needs to dig in right now. Weiser has the 2 timeouts left, so plenty of time to go on a drive here. No reason to really rush it too much. But Homedale's going to have to find a way to stop them, keep them out of the end zone. You do not want to go down in the half by 24 points.
No, not at all. Homedale defense looking to come up with a stop right here. 1st and 10 from the 40. Back under center goes the quarterback, Cook. And they go to Cobb on the left side. Cobb up to the 44 as the clock will tick towards the 2-minute mark.
Sotelo on the tackle there for the Trojans.
Fast-paced offense now for Weiser. They try the counter. They got some room running through one tackle and dropped at the 50 on the counter as that was Sarek. who was close to a first down. He's just short of a first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1. Opens up a lot of play possibilities for this Weiser team.
Clock down to 1:35 as they break the huddle. 3rd down and short. Cobb, right side, first down, not by much, but he did get it.
So they'll reset the chains and get the clock rolling.
Clock temporarily stopping at 1:25. Weiser playing with a little bit of pace here. It's this run-first offense trying to go another 50 yards before the end of the half. They're going to try the left side. There's some room on that left side. Down to the 45 is Engel. And the clock ticking down to 1:15 now.
A little surprised Weiser hasn't used a timeout here.
Remember, their kicker, Diego Delgadito, has made a 42-yard field goal on this side of the field with his wind to the back. Under a minute. They have all 3 timeouts, I think, too. They have at least 2.
They have 2, yeah.
Left side, as they try to poke this one outside, it's a gain of just 2 with Engel again. Clock down to 40 seconds. And now they're going to use a timeout. Timeout taken by Weiser. They have 1 left.
So timeout here to pick up, talk about a play to pick up another, 15 yards to get into Delgadito's range?
Well, he made one from 42. It probably would have been good from 50. And he just got a leg. He got into that one. So yeah, go ahead.
If you think he can make it from 50, picking up another at less than 10 would do that.
Yeah. They have a 3rd down and 4 coming out of the timeout. Just 37 seconds remain here in the first half. And a first half that Homedale would really like to forget.
Yeah, Coach Holtry's going to have to somehow convince his team to wipe the slate clean at halftime.
Yeah. It's just been a couple plays that just didn't go their way, and Weiser was able to capitalize on them.
That's what it's been. Weiser's capitalized. Homedale has not.
Yeah.
And that's been the difference in this ballgame so far.
The lone offensive touchdown came off of a turnover. The other touchdown was a defensive touchdown. So 3rd and 4. They're going to try to bust this one around the edge. Coming down to the near side. Homedale was ready for it. Tackled inbounds is Sarek.
Angel Nolasco on that. Stayed home. Great job.
Brings up a 4th down and we'll say 5 with 16 seconds. Weiser having to use its timeout. No, they didn't use the timeout. Clock down to 10 seconds. They're going to let this one roll all the way down and then probably take a shot to the end zone.
Well, it looks like they're going to be happy just going to halftime leading 17-0.
All right, there you go. So Weiser lets the clock expire, and they will take a 17-0 lead into the locker room on top-ranked Homedale. You're watching IdahoSports.com. It is Treasure Valley Game Night presented by Meridian Plumbing and Lookout Credit Union. Halftime report coming up after this.
An Idaho-based credit union is leading the way in community initiatives and charitable partnerships. Recognizing a need for change, Lookout Credit Union underwent a major transformation to put its employees and their community first. Through 2 strong initiatives, Lookout Credit Union is ensuring a brighter future for its community. To find out more, visit www.lookoutcu.com.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're valley-wide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
This year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles. Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
All right, a score here at halftime in Weiser that not a lot of people outside of Weiser may have saw coming. 17-0. Weiser leading top-ranked Homedale here in Weiser. Lucas Gephardt and Clay Hatfield here for IdahoSports.com, bringing you coverage of this game here tonight. It is Treasure Valley Game Night presented by Project Filter, Valley-wide Cooperative, and the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. Additional coverage is presented by Meridian Plumbing and Lookout Credit Union. All right, Clay, so you and I talked a little bit on the drive over here. I think we both thought that there was a possibility that Homedale might run away with this thing here tonight. Instead, it's kind of been the opposite. It's been all Weiser in the first half.
Yeah, it absolutely has been. And Weiser just taking advantage of mistakes. Some bad snaps, an interception. And Weiser has capitalized on those unforced errors by Homedale to take out this 17-0 lead. On the other side, Homedale did have a turnover that they weren't able to do anything with. Yep. So it's just been a tale of two teams right now, and the best tale is going if you're a Weiser Wolverine fan.
Rafael Cuenca got the interception for Homedale off of Weiser's first possession of the game. Weiser got the ball first. Both teams threw interceptions on their first offensive possession. It was Rafael Cuenca who got the interception for Homedale. Homedale got the ball all the way down to the Weiser 4. And it looked like that Homedale was going to punch it in, take the early lead, and then try to do what Homedale has done all year, which is basically just run through their opponents, quite literally run through their opponents. But instead, it was a bad snap that knocked Homedale all the way back to its 18. A couple plays later, they threw an interception. It was Colin Cook who got the interception for Weiser, returned it all the way down to the 50. A couple plays later, Cole Engel put Weiser on the board with his touchdown run. And then we had a surprise onside kick.
Yeah.
And Weiser got the ball back. Ended up kicking a field goal, which was a 42-yard field goal. Good from the left hash. And the thing that we haven't talked about maybe enough is Diego Delgadillo's leg in this one, making one from 42 yards. That put Weiser up 10-0. Homedale got the ball back, and another bad snap this time resulted in a Weiser touchdown, as recovering the ball in the end zone for the touchdown was Colin Cook again. So Cook's got a fumble recovery for a touchdown and an interception tonight. So he's having himself quite the night, and you could just feel the energy in this place. All of it was on Weiser's sideline.
Yeah, and Homedale's side has been very quiet, which they are not used to. They're used to coming out and watching their team deliver blows, And so far tonight, they've been taking them and have not responded well.
As you see the Weiser marching band doing its halftime performance here tonight from Weiser. Good showing from the student section as well. They're all decked out in pink, I assume, for Breast Cancer Awareness Month as we're into the month of October. But first time for me, at least, here in Weiser. It's a fun atmosphere.
Yeah, it is. You know, we have the, see if we can get a good shot of the mountainside over there.
Yeah, people just drop blankets up on the hill up there.
Yeah, just blankets all over, tailgating up there. A really good show out by this Weiser community.
It's kind of interesting. When we showed up for the game here tonight, the field literally, and on the other side you can kind of see it, but the field goes into a neighborhood street.
Yeah.
And it's the only venue that I've ever been to that quite literally closes a street for a football game. They had about half a block closed off. They had the gate where you enter and get your ticket and all that. That's just in the middle of the street. I've never seen anything like that before.
Not really a gate, just a table with a cash box.
So let's go ahead and take a look at what else is going on around the state here tonight. This is the Week 7 slate that we have going on around the state here in the 4A classification. And then you see the standings that we have right now. This is coming into tonight. These are all the 4A conference standings statewide. As you can see, still very early stages here in the season in terms of conference play. Hard to believe we're already in Week 7. The playoffs just a couple weeks away. So playoffs starting to take shape here in the 4A class. So we'll go ahead and break down kind of what's going on around the state here tonight. Moscow is hosting a school from Canada.
Really?
So, yeah, they
From
got
where?
Lethbridge, Canada.
Huh.
So I'm guessing that's just across the border, just up north there. So
you don't see that very often.
Yeah, team from Canada coming down to Moscow. Bonners Ferry will go to Kellogg, go to 3A Kellogg here tonight. And 5A Lakeland will play at Timberlake. That's what's going on up north. Here in the Snake River Valley Conference, Fruitland travels to Payette tonight. Obviously, Homedale playing at Weiser. And McCall Donnelly going down into the Treasure Valley here tonight. They will play at Coal Valley Christian. In the Sawtooth Central Idaho Conference, Gooding plays at Buell. Filer plays at Kimberly. 5A Caldwell comes to Wood River. No games here tonight in the Southeast Idaho Conference. It is harvest season after all, so that could be why you don't have any games down in Southeast Idaho. And then in the Mountain Rivers Conference, you have 5A Preston going to Sugar Salem, and then 5A Century going to Teton tonight. Sugar Salem trying to bounce back after losing 2 in a row.
Yeah, which is not something that you say very often these last few years about Sugar Salem.
Yeah, not at all.
Not just losing, but losing 2 in a row.
Yeah.
You know, you'd have to go back in the record books to see the last time they had a season where they did lose 2 in a row.
I joked that it could have been a decade since they lost 2 in a row. That might not be that far off, but Sugar Salem losses to Kimberly and Star Valley, which is a very good program out of Wyoming, just across the border there on the east side of the state. But they'll try to get back on the right track here tonight as they host Preston. So now going over to the left side of your screen, breaking down the conference standings. The Intermountain League, no teams have played each other in league play just yet. And then you kind of see it starting to take shape, which is about what we probably expected here in the Snake River Valley Conference. Fruitland, Homedale, Weiser, all at the top with 1-0 records. McCall Donnelly, a 4-1 record. Their only loss obviously coming last week, but they're right there in the hunt as well.
Yeah. And how many teams does Snake River Valley get into the playoffs? Is it 3?
I think it's
2 or 3?
I think it's 3. I think it might be 3.
So, I mean, we could be looking at you know, a 4-way battle for those 3 spots.
Yeah, right, absolutely. Yeah, and the Max Prep rankings changes everything, too. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about Max Preps. We talked about that. But next week is going to be a big game, Homedale against Fruitland. And you wonder if maybe Homedale isn't looking ahead to that a little bit when they came into this game today.
Sure.
Leading to some of their problems. But they need to make some adjustments at halftime if they're going to take this game back.
Yeah, Fruitland right now is the number 2 ranked team in the 4A, the latest state media poll. So coming into tonight, if you look at the media polls, that would have been a number 1 versus number 2 matchup going into next week. Obviously, things might change if the score doesn't change here. But bouncing down to the Sawtooth Central Idaho Conference, Buell and Filer off to 1-0 starts. Gooding hasn't played a game of conference play, as well as Kimberly. Wood River off to an 0-2 start, and then you see things starting to take shape out east as well. No surprises here. Snake River out to an early lead, and Sugar Salem obviously off to that 3-2 start, but they haven't played any games out there in the Mountain Rivers Conference as well. But I said this on our Gem State podcast this morning. I just aired this morning. You can go watch Idaho Sports. I was like, Sugar's going to be fine. They've lost 2 in a row. They'll be fine. Yeah. I really think they will be. But
oh, absolutely. You know, winning programs find a way to win.
Yes, they do.
And that's what Sugar Salem is. That's what Sugar Salem has been for the last decade plus, is a winning program. Yeah. And I have no doubt they'll bounce back from those 2 losses when it gets into conference play, and we'll see them again in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think they'll definitely be in the playoffs and in the hunt once again. No doubt. Meridian Plumbing is the Treasure Valley's top choice when it comes to your plumbing needs. For 40 years, Meridian Plumbing has been serving new home builds, remodels, farms, and businesses across the Treasure Valley. After your first service call with Meridian Plumbing, it'll be easy to see why thousands of customers return year in and year out for all their plumbing needs. And just when you thought it couldn't get any better, Meridian Plumbing offering a no-charge dispatch fee. The search for your permanent plumber is one call or click away, and that's Meridian Plumbing. Choose the safe, local plumber. Choose Meridian Plumbing. I'll do it for our halftime show. Once again, Weiser leading top-ranked Homedale 17-0. A bit of a shocker here from Weiser. Second half coming up after this on IdahoSports.com.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
This year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes, and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles. Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
An Idaho-based credit union is leading the way in community initiatives and charitable partnerships. Recognizing a need for change, Lookout Credit Union underwent a major transformation to put its employees and their community first. Through 2 strong initiatives, Lookout Credit Union is ensuring a brighter future for its community. To find out more, visit www.lookoutcu.com.
Just moments away here from the start of the third quarter as Weiser leading number 1 Homedale 17-0. Lucas Gephardt, Clay Hatfield here for IdahoSports.com. It is Treasure Valley game night, and we probably got one of the better ones across the whole valley here tonight. Not a lot of people saw this one coming. Weiser got just one vote in the latest state media poll. Homedale got all 9 first-place votes in that same media poll.
Yeah, it was definitely on paper a matchup that should have heavily favored Homedale, but right now it is Weiser in control, and I'm not sure they wanted halftime to come with as well as they were playing.
No, I don't think so, yeah. If there's one positive note here for Homedale, it's they will start the third quarter with the ball. We think. There's already been a surprise onside kick and it worked.
Yes. So in theory, they should start with the ball.
Delgadillo has this one teed up, and they're going to try it again, and this time Homedale falls on it.
Fool me once.
Yeah, that's right.
But, I mean, why not give it a shot? You got nothing to lose.
Domingo Asamende falls on top of it. And let's see if what Homedale can get cooking here on offense. They were shut out in the first half. This drive will start just on the other side of midfield. They had the ball right there down on the doorstep at the 4-yard line before things went completely sideways. That was the opening drive of the half. And they're going to count their players on the field. They had to send a guy off on the field. They had 12 guys who marched on the field. Thankfully for Homedale, they didn't huddle, so it wasn't a penalty. Here comes the jet sweep. First down and a lot more. Cutting up the 4 hash down to the 30. And that's a good way to start there for Homedale.
That's what they needed to do, was come out and establish this run game early, something they couldn't do in the first half, but picked up huge yardage there on first down on the first play of scrimmage in this second half.
Chance Martell on the jet sweep. Picks up a big chunk of yardage. Homedale already down to the 30-yard line. And came out in that Wildcat formation. First play. Here you go. Down to the 30 they go. Man in motion, Henry. So reset to make a pistol formation. Play action. No, they hand it off. Hand it off on the left side.
That was a good fake.
It was a great fake. Got me. Blew it. Carries the ball 5 yards. This is the best drive Homedale has had all night.
And it's only been 2 plays.
Yeah.
And I think this is what they needed. They need to come out and score early in this second half, and right now they're on their way of doing that right now.
A minute gone in this third quarter. Second down and 4. Back to the ground they go, and this one not going anywhere. As they try the left side. Herrera there for the stop as they give it off to Blewett again.
Herrera has been an absolute nightmare on that defensive line for Homedale tonight. They have not had an answer for him yet.
Third down and 4, and probably the most important 4 yards of the night up to this point here for Homedale.
Yeah.
Henry, the man in motion. Out of the pistol set, play action. He'll dump this one to Henry in the flat. Henry's got some room. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10 and pushed out at the 6.
Nice call there on third and medium. Able to get all the way down. First and goal now for the Trojans.
10:04 to play. First and goal now from the 7. Urango will come out in a shotgun set, Blewett to his left. Henry in motion. Run this same motion the last couple plays. They go to Blewett on the right side. Blewett inside the 5, down to the 3. Can Homedale punch it in now? Second and goal.
I think they have to punch it in. I don't think you can settle for 3 here. I think you need to get some momentum going for your offense, and the best way to do that is by putting a 7 on the board.
Second down and goal from the 4. The exact same yard line where things went totally south the last time they were on this end of the field. Blue at the back, play action. They find Henry in the flat. Touchdown, Homedale. The Trojans needed it, and they got it.
Great offensive call there. Fake the handoff, make the defense freeze, and then just a nice little dump pass in the flat for the easy score.
Luke Henry, the 4-yard touchdown reception. And Homedale finally on the board at the 9-minute mark of the third quarter. Snap, hold, and kick are no good. Missed it. He missed it right. And so it'll stay 17-6.
That could be big later on.
Lucas Hall missed it wide right. The snap was a little bit high, and Weiser did bring some pressure off the edge. But at least for Homedale's sake, they get off the schneid.
Yeah.
And they get on the board.
Make this an 11-point game, so down to 2 possessions here. But more importantly, a positive way to start the second half if you're Homedale.
Yeah, great start to the second half for the Trojans. 8:59 to play in the third quarter. Homedale will get set to kick it away. The other thing here about this, you can kind of see it in the shot here with this Weiser field. They know how to use their real estate as the football field, also the outfield of the baseball stadium. That's what you see, the 2 grandstands and the press box there in the middle of the screen.
I played on that field when I was in high school.
I think I've umpired on that field before.
Played some summer ball there.
And this one's going to go well out of bounds. That kick was about 15 yards out of bounds.
Not what you want to do on special teams. Another unforced error by this Homedale team.
Yeah, they're starting to add up for Homedale as well.
So that'll give Weiser good field position at their own 35.
And Weiser up by 11. Here is a run-first team. They love to play with the lead. That's what Weiser's doing right now.
And if their running game comes out like it did in the first half, they're going to bleed some time off this clock.
Cook under center. He's going to keep it off on the right side. Now cuts back. Cook steps out of 1 and 2 tackles before he's dropped at the 38. Ran left, ran back right, picked up 8.
Nice run there, just being patient, not trying to force it, waiting for a hole to open, and when it did, he was able to exploit it for 8 yards.
8.5 to go. As Cook will break the huddle, examine the defense, steps under center. They're going to try it on the near side, and leaning forward for a first down after stepping out of a tackle is Engel, and Weiser moves the chains.
Brock Walker on the tackle.
So first down up to the 47-yard line. 8 minutes left to play, third quarter. Weiser by 11. Toss back to Engel across the 50. And he's met at the 49 and driven all the way back across the other side of the 50, giving forward progress to the other 48. And Engel picks up 5-6 yards.
Yeah, good first down pickup by Engel there. And just like that, Weiser's in plus territory.
Weiser can do this the rest of the night. They're going to be just fine.
Oh, absolutely. You know, you put these drives on, run 5 minutes off the clock. You're looking at not much time left to go in the third quarter by the time Homedale gets the ball back.
7:20 to go. Straight ahead, quarterback sneak, first down to the 41. Cook just straight ahead picks up the first down.
And that was just excellent blocking by his front line right there. Opened up the hole, and he was able to take advantage of it.
First down at the 41. 7:05 to go, third quarter. Weiser on the move. Cook will toss to Engel, left side, and he hits a defender in the back, and then he fell. So that was kind of an unforced tackle, I guess, if you will.
Yeah, Diego Cortez credited with the stop, but it was really Engel just running into the defender's arms.
It's a loss of 2. Clock already down to 6.5 minutes. Cook back under center. So they go to the right side, and this one only picks up a yard. 3rd and long coming up, and for Homedale, a big, big 3rd down right now. Got to get off the field right now.
Yeah, and it's put Weizer's in a position they're not comfortable with, which is the passing game. So we'll see what they do here. I can't imagine it's 2-down territory unless you
up
pick
11, I don't think so.
Yeah, unless you pick up, 10 of the 11 yards maybe.
3rd down and 11. Cook will go under center, has a receiver to each side, and he'll throw. Clean pocket. Cook running out of time. He's going to take off with it. Drives through one tackler and dropped at the 36. Well short of the 1st down. He's about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Going to bring up 4th down. And an interesting decision coming up here for Weiser and head coach Tom Harrison.
And it looks like he is keeping his offense out there.
4th down and 5. Offense on the field. We've seen him do a pooch punt before, so this could be another spot where you do that.
But that was a pooch punt with the wind, and it still didn't go very far. This would be a pooch punt into the wind.
Yeah, that's right.
So we'll see what the call is here.
Cook will line up in a shotgun formation. This is what they pooch punted out of it last time, and they were going to run a play, but a whistle and a timeout taken by Weiser.
And that hurts because you've shown Homedale now what you were going to run there. So
Yep.
you're going to have to change the play if you decide to still go for it.
Yeah, they're going to run a quarterback power just off the right side. You kind of get the feeling, too, that Weiser's just putting this game in Cook's hands.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. They're letting him run this game, whether it's with his legs or with the air, through the air, but it'll be on Cook's shoulders.
Already down to 5:27 in the 3rd quarter. Homedale's touched the ball just one time.
Yeah.
And they have to score 2 more times. So they have to get at least 2 more possessions in this game. I mean, time
Which they can do, but they may not get more than 2 possessions.
Right, exactly. And where I was going is setting up how important this 4th down
Yeah,
is.
absolutely.
I think they get 2 more possessions. Do they get 3? I don't know.
Yeah, not with the way Weizer's controlling the clock right now. That would be tough. Not impossible, but if you're Homedale, you need to get the defense off the field and get your offense back out there and start putting some points on the board.
4th down and 5. Cook under center. Split backs, they're going to go. They toss it back to Cook. Wide open receiver. It's caught inside the 20. A flea flicker for Weiser. Works to perfection.
Another gutsy call by Coach Harrison there, and again it pays off.
Xander Gray on the reception. Every time Weiser has rolled the dice, they've rolled 6s. 1st and 10. Toss to Engel. Engel down to the 15, carrying tacklers, picks up 2. Boy, a flea flicker on 4th down.
4th and long, too. Man, what a call there. And just as important as picking up, a couple yards here to keep the drive going was he stayed in bounds, so the clock is still running.
Under 5 minutes to play. 2nd and 8 coming up. And to go back to the conversation we just had about how many possessions are left for Homedale, if Weiser can punch it in here and go back up by 3 scores. Cobb up the middle, gain of 1.5 yards.
Does not get any more than that. Great defensive stand there on that run.
3rd down and 8.
Lane on the tackle.
And this third quarter is just sailing. 4:20 left to play.
At this rate, Homedale may not see the ball again in the 3rd quarter.
No kidding, yeah. Clock down to 4 minutes. 3rd down and 7. Shotgun set for Cook. He'll roll to the far side. Cook on the move, delivers, pass caught. 1st down, Weiser inside the 10.
Sarek with the catch. And another big completion. They don't throw the ball often, but when they have thrown tonight, they've been successful.
Yeah,
just on little 8-yard pickups here and there. Just enough to make Homedale respect that passing game.
High completion percentage tonight for Cook. He goes back under center now. 1st and goal from the 5. Left side, barreling his way into the end zone. Engel, touchdown Weiser.
Wow. Just like that, any momentum Homedale had is gone.
Back to a 3-score game. Engel into the end zone for the 2nd time tonight. Delgadillo on for the extra point, and it's up and good. 24-6. The number 1 team in the state on the ropes here on the road.
And just taking body blows right now are the Trojans. I think they need to score before the end of the 3rd quarter.
I think you're right.
With the way that Weiser is controlling the ball. Yeah, I don't see Homedale getting 3 possessions in that 4th quarter.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Yeah, I think they got to score. They got to score quick. I wish we would have had the time of possession on that drive for Weiser. It was 5 or 6 minutes.
Yeah, easy.
Each team has only had 1 possession in this 3rd quarter, and we're already down to 3:29 left to play. And Weiser rolling the dice on the 4th down flea flicker. Gray coming up with the big catch, and Weiser goes back up by 3 scores. And here's the whistle before the kick. They didn't like where Delgadillo had it teed up. So he's like, okay, I'll move it.
All right.
Ball falls off the tee now. So that goes to show you how windy it is here tonight. 15, 20 mile an hour sustained winds, gusts going up to about 25 to 30 miles an hour. Nevertheless, still a warm night here in Weiser. You have this kind of wind in November, though. It quickly does not become warm.
No. But it feels good up here in the box.
Yeah, it feels great up here.
No wind. Well, a little breeze through the window, but nothing too frigid.
And Delgadillo is going to kick this one away. Line drive kick takes a bounce at the 15. Here comes Homedale from the 15. Working his way up the hash is Henry, and he's dropped at the 24. So Homedale now with 3:24 left to play in the 3rd quarter needs to score, and they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 3:24 is not a lot of time for a running team. They may have to start putting it in the air here.
Yeah, Homedale, I think, has got to start thinking of some ways they can extend the game. You only have 3 timeouts to do it, and obviously it's a lot harder to extend the game when the other team has the ball.
Yeah, and it's taking 6 minutes off the clock on a drive.
Yep. Remember, they only play 12-minute quarters. So when you have a 6-minute drive, that's half of the quarter.
Yeah.
Shotgun set here for Urenga. And a false start against Homedale. Push it back 5.
Another one of those unforced errors.
Yep. They're just piling up tonight for Homedale. So 1st and 15 now. Henry in motion, play action to him. They're going to throw this one down the near sideline. Pass is caught at the 40. Down to the 30, a big hitter out of the gate for Homedale. Quinca coming up with the catch.
In triple coverage and just dropped the ball right into his hands.
And Quinca is slow to get up. Down at the 30. But he just came up with the biggest offensive play of the night for his team.
He looks to be in a little bit of pain as he's
Yeah,
writhing on the ground there, yeah. I wonder if he just fell on the ball and knocked the wind out of himself.
Yeah. As he popped right back up, and he'll have to come to the sideline for a play, but Quinca coming up with the longest play of the night, I think, for either offense.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
A connection of,
I was about to do the math. I'm glad you're doing it.
let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 55 yards.
Close enough.
Boom. 3:15 to go.
And we talked about them needing to open up the passing game, and they did it on the first play.
Clock moving now with 3:10 to go. Urenga and the pistol set. Weiser showing pressure off the edge. They bring it. Homedale runs up the middle for a gain of 8. And maybe try to, and another Homedale player slow to get up now. Back-to-back plays. Homedale losing some of their offensive weapons.
Body's starting to hit the floor and not get back up.
And again, he's helped up, and he's going to limp to the sideline, and that's Blewett, their workhorse running back.
Don't want to see that if you're a Homedale fan.
And he's putting no weight on his right leg. So things seemingly going from bad to worse for Homedale. You're down by 3 scores and you just lose your star running back. .250 left to play, ready for action once again. Cade Hall, the back now for Homedale. They'll run twins to the left, play action to Hall. Running out of time, steps up in the pocket, throws on the run, pass underthrown and intercepted.
Yeah, you kind of saw that one coming. Uranga was under pressure and just got rid of the ball, but unfortunately underthrew it into the waiting arms of Cobb on defense. And Uranga getting up slowly now.
Cash Cobb coming up with the interception. Uranga back up to his feet, walking to the sideline. 2:33 to go in the third quarter. Weiser coming up with another turnover.
And with the way they've been running the ball, this could be the last possession of the third
It
quarter.
could be, yeah. Easily of the third quarter. They could take this thing halfway into the fourth quarter because they have 87 yards to work with.
Homedale may not see the ball 3 more times tonight.
Yep, I think you might be right. Under center goes Cook. They'll run it up the middle with Engel. Engel gets this one up to about the 16. Gain of 3.
Diego Cortez on the tackle. And another Homedale player down.
Yeah. It's 3 now that they've had to stop the game for.
Yeah, this could be big in Homedale's opportunity to, I believe it'd be an 8 consecutive district champions.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So this
Yeah,
is
they've
on the line
dominated
tonight,
the
yeah.
district. Back to the ground they go. Close to a first down, doesn't quite have it. Is Cobb. And now they are going to give it to him. First down, Weiser. Under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Weiser has led the entire way.
Yeah. And honestly, you've done it pretty easily.
Yeah. Weiser has looked the part tonight. Under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. As Cook will break the huddle. Comes under center. They're going to try it off the edge this time with the angle, and he gets up to the 25, gain of about 1. I'd be shocked if I see Weiser throw the ball for the rest of the night.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely no reason to.
Up 3 scores with a minute to go in the third quarter on the #1 team in the 4A classification. Homedale down 3 scores on the road at Weiser. And they have Fruitland next week.
Yeah. And this, this was kind of a trap game tonight for Homedale. Try not to look ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Cobb up the middle, a yard short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and short. As the clock ticks under 30 seconds as Weiser gets its next play in. Probably the last play of the quarter.
Do they even have to snap the ball here?
I think they might have to snap it one time, I think. Clock started with, no, they don't. Cook is calling his teammates to the sideline, and Weiser's going to take this thing to the fourth quarter.
Wow. Unexpected, to say the least. Unless you're a Weiser fan, then you knew this all along.
Yeah, they knew it the whole way. At the end of 3, Weiser leading #1 Homedale 24-6 as we go to the fourth quarter. We'll take a timeout here on IdahoSports.com. 3 quarters in the books, 1 to go. Weiser by 3 scores.
An Idaho-based credit union is leading the way in community initiatives and charitable partnerships. Recognizing a need for change, Lookout Credit Union underwent a major transformation to put its employees and their community first. Through 2 strong initiatives, Lookout Credit Union is ensuring a brighter future for its community. To find out more, visit www.lookoutcu.com.
Fourth and final quarter here from Weiser. And it's been all Wolverines here tonight. They lead this one 24-6 over top-ranked Homedale. A 3rd and 1 coming up here for the Weiser offense.
And a big 3rd and 1 here.
Yeah.
Homedale has to get their offense back out on the field.
They go under center, straight forward with Cook. He's got it. First down, Weiser. And that clock is just going to melt away.
Yes, it is. It is going to go quickly if you're a Trojan fan. If you're talking about a 5 to 7 minute drive, already put 2 minutes up on the board with it, so another 5 minutes off the clock.
Yeah.
That'll take it down to 7 in the ball game.
And you got to score
Homedale
3
gets the ball,
times.
and you got to score 3 times, at least.
They'll roll trips to the right and whistle on a flag. Here they come. Full start against Weiser.
That'll help Homedale back them up 5 yards, stop the clock.
Yeah. The self-inflicted wounds for Homedale has kind of been a theme of the night for them. That's one of the few mistakes Weiser has made tonight.
In fact, that might only be the second penalty on the Wolverines all night. They had one other false start in the first half.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. So first down and 15. Cook in the shotgun. He's going to keep it. Over on the right side, Cook slippery. Slips his way up to the 39.
A good pickup of 8 there on first down.
We'll leave Weiser with about a 2nd and 7. A minute gone here in this fourth quarter. This game off 94 minutes ago.
It has flown by.
Back to the ground they go, this time with Cobb. Cobb trying to look for a cutback. Ball's on the ground. Did Homedale get the break they needed? And it looks like Weiser recovered it. They just can't get a break tonight.
No. That ball popped out of there hard, and Homedale could not find a handle on it. Wolverines able to fall on top for no loss, so it stays 3rd and 7.
10 minutes left to play. Homedale really needed that one.
And they really need a stop here.
Yes, they do. They just haven't been able to get off the field much at all tonight on 3rd and sometimes even 4th down. 3rd and 7 right here. It'll be Gray and Sarek, the receivers, out to the right. Timeout, Weiser, taken with 9:33 to go in the fourth quarter. Meridian Plumbing is the Treasure Valley's top choice when it comes to your plumbing needs. For 40 years, Meridian Plumbing has been serving new home builds and remodels, farms, and businesses across the Treasure Valley. After your first service call with Meridian Plumbing, it'll be easy to see why thousands of customers return year in and year out for all of their plumbing needs. And just when you thought it couldn't get any better, Meridian Plumbing offers a no-charge dispatch fee. To search for your permanent plumber, just one call or click away, and that's Meridian Plumbing. Choose the safe, local plumber. Choose Meridian Plumbing. It's great pipes you got there.
Don't break them out often.
Yeah, right. 9:33 left to play in this game that has just sailed by. 3rd down and 7 coming up out of the timeout. 8:36 local time, and we only have 9.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
We might be home before 11.
We might be. I live an hour and a half away from this field, and I live 10 minutes away from Capitol.
I'm across the street from Centennial.
Yeah, doing a game at Capitol with Centennial, might be home earlier. Rolling out to the near side, floating this one down the near sideline too far, was looking for Gray. It's out of bounds. And a 4th down coming up. In coverage was Nawasso for Homedale. So 4th and 7, I gotta punt it here.
Oh,
right?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. In your own territory.
Defense has played well all night.
Played well. You got the wind at your back. Don't take any chances with this. Just get rid of it.
9:27 left to play. 4th down and 7. Homedale trying to get the ball back here.
Having said all that, the offense is still out on the field. There he goes. Now he's dropping back.
Bit of a low snap, cleanly away, a booming punt. Sent all the way back to the 19 before it takes a bounce and rolls down to the 10. Great punt.
Yeah, not bad at all considering he had to get that snap under control.
So with 9:18 left to play, Homedale's got to score, and they got to score quickly. They got to do it 3 times.
That's just to tie the game.
Yeah.
Just to tie, they have to score 3 times in 9 minutes.
Yep. And you could go touchdown, touchdown, field goal, but if you do that, you need a 2-point conversion in there too.
Yep.
First and 10. Another high snap back into the end zone, and this one is going to result in another Weiser touchdown on another bad Homedale snap. And it's 30-6.
That just might be ball game.
It might be. 2 bad snaps result in 2 Weiser touchdowns.
Who had that one? Did we see?
I didn't see it. It was a massive bunch of players jumped on top of it. We'll see if we can get a number for you. Clay's on it. Kick is up and no good, so the extra point was wide to the right. Did we get a?
No.
No, we didn't. They didn't know either.
So somebody in red got it. We're just not sure who.
Yep. Either way, this one's a blowout. 30-6.
Yeah. Now it's touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 2-point conversions on each one.
Yep.
With how much time?
9:13.
That's going to be a tough row to hoe.
They do get the ball back. So, got to get one before you get 3, right?
Yep. Yeah, Homedale's going to have to pull some magic out here. But, I mean, they're number 1 in the state for a reason.
That's true.
Don't write them off just yet. We'll see how they respond here. They're going to need to respond in a big way and quickly.
Feels like absolutely nothing has gone Homedale's way here tonight. They trail 30-6. Ball goes into the end zone for a touchback. I don't think anybody, even those in Weiser, saw 30-6.
No, I think even in Weiser there was some hopeful optimism.
Yeah.
But if you said 30-6, who's winning? Weiser fans probably would not have picked themselves.
Picked Weiser, right? 9:13 left to play. The Homedale offense back out on the field. It's been a night riddled with turnovers. 2 bad snaps resulting in Weiser touchdowns. We're going to try and end around here, trying to find the edge to the 30. Dropped at the 35. There for Homedale is Chance Martell. And they got to kick this thing into gear. They got to get plays in, and they got to go. Direct snap. And a gain of just a couple. That's direct snap to Henry.
A couple yards at a time is not going to get the job done.
Nope. Urenga will come back into the game here at quarterback as Henry took the last 2 snaps out of their Wildcat formation. 8.5 to play. And all of a sudden, you start thinking, and the shape that this conference is starting to take this year, just got shaken up. Urenga delivers to the far side, and here comes a flag. That's going to be pass interference.
Here comes a couple flags.
We're going to get Colin Cook on this pass interference here. You're right, Clay. There are a couple flags there, so we'll have to check those out. There's pass interference against Cook, and that's going to give Homedale first down. But you start looking in terms of the Snake River Valley Conference. You have Fruitland, who is playing Coal Valley tonight. Fruitland's probably going to win that game. So you're looking at Fruitland being all alone at the top of the conference going into next week at 2-0. But then here comes Homedale.
Yeah.
And they'll play Fruitland next week.
In Homedale. And don't look past McCall Donnelly.
Yeah, McCall Donnelly is 4-1.
Yeah.
And lost by 1 score last week to Weiser.
Yeah.
So the top 4 teams in this conference, even Payette's 3-2.
Yeah. So this is wide open. This is going to be an interesting end of the season.
Second down and 11, under 8 minutes left to play. The question will become, as we play our way through the month of October, how does the Max Prep rankings figure all of this out? Dump to Henry in the flat. He's got some speed across the 40 and pushed out of bounds a couple yards short of a first down.
Yeah, because it's the Max Preps that decides
The
seating. Yeah.
Yep.
For those of you new to the Max Preps,
Which for those of you that are new to what is Max Preps, it's a computer.
Yeah.
A computer decides the seedings.
And right now they have Sugar Salem as number 1.
And they've
overall.
lost 2 in a row.
Lost 2 in a row, yeah. So, artificial intelligence, maybe not.
3rd and 2. Back to the ground they go. They're going to pick up the first down as this is Hall. Barreling his way down to the 35. 7:20 left to play. We started thinking that when Homedale scored on that first possession out of the half, started thinking maybe they could get back into this thing. They cut it down to 11 at one point after they missed the extra point. But then Weiser just struck right back. Urenga to throw. Delivers over the middle. Pass dropped a little bit behind Henry on that one.
Is there a flag?
No flag, but definitely some.
The white hat was waving something.
He's waving his arms and telling players to cool it, I think, but no flags.
No, there is a flag.
Oh, yeah, there is.
It's against Homedale, 15-yard personal foul. I don't see the hanky.
I didn't see a flag either.
Oh, there it is, right there.
Oh, hiding in plain sight.
Hiding in plain sight, exactly.
So they're going to back Homedale up by 15 yards.
And just another mistake by the Trojans.
Urenga will go trips to his left. And they go back to the ground. Down across the 45, down to the 44.
And because that was a dead ball foul, it backed him up 15 yards
after the play.
After the play, yeah.
Yep. So now it's 3rd and long. 3rd and 19.
And this is 4-down territory. It has to be.
Oh,
They
yeah.
don't have a
without
choice.
doubt. Going to try a jet sweep. It's coming between the hash marks, dropped at the 39. They are well short of the first down marker. It was Luke Henry on the jet sweep, and it's going to be 4th and 13.
They're going to have to put it in the air here.
Yeah.
Which has not been their strong point tonight. See if Weiser shows some pressure like they have been all night on passing plays, and here it comes.
With time, delivered over the middle, passes caught short of the first down, steps out of one tackle, leans forward, and he got it by a yard. Wow. Luke Henry on the catch and run keeps Homedale alive.
And he did that himself. That initial catch was about 8 yards short of the first down.
Yep.
And he just kind of juked and jived and used that speed to pick up the extra 9.
We're under 6 minutes to play. Urenga to throw again. Rolls out to the right, delivers on the run, pass caught again, thrown out of bounds. Is Henry once again. He's close to another first down. And another Homedale player is down. I think this one's a lineman back at the 28.
And important for Weiser is they were able to tackle Henry inbounds. So once this injured player gets taken care of, the clock's going to start rolling again. It's
just been a night full of mistakes, bad snaps and injuries for Homedale.
Yeah. Everything has went Weiser's way tonight.
That is Nathan Martson coming to the sideline. First down and 10 from the 13. 5:28 left to play. Ring to throw. Over the middle. Pass intercepted again. The third interception of the night. Cole Ingle coming up with this one. And Weiser starting to put a stamp on this statement win here tonight.
Just underthrown again from Uranga. And Weiser able to take advantage of the bad throw. They're going to get the ball 1st and 10 with 5:20 left, and this could be the last drive of the night.
It might be. Cole Ingle now with 2 touchdowns and an interception.
Making his case for our player of the game.
Yeah, he is. It's brought to you by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. We'll have that for you in our post-game report coming up after we're done here. 5:20 left to play. Here comes a flag on what's been a fun night here in Weiser.
False start against Wolverines. So all 3 penalties tonight against Weiser have just been false starts.
Yeah, so 3
Other than
penalties
that,
for 15 yards. Not bad.
Not bad at all. You'll be happy as a coach. Not thrilled that they were false starts because you know the snap count.
Right,
But
yeah.
only 3 penalties. That's not a bad ball game.
.518 left to play. As Weiser breaks the huddle. Quarterback Cook going under center. They'll go on the left side and losing about a yard. That time on the run is Weiser as they try the left side. That was Black on the carry. Seniors 5'5", 130, a bowling ball.
A light bowling ball,
Yeah.
but a bowling ball nonetheless.
Yeah, right. Under 5 minutes to play. Weiser will come out, trips to the right, Cook under center. Hands it off again up the middle, and this one plows forward for a couple. They go back to Cobb. Third down coming up. But there is just not a lot of time left for Weiser. For Homedale, rather.
Yeah, Weiser's just bleeding time right now. Doing a great job. I mean, a great job of clock management.
You want to talk about a 4-minute offense? Here it is.
Yeah. That's going to be a timeout taken by Weiser. That's their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
So 3:51 left to play. We'll keep it here on IdahoSports.com and just talk about what this is going to do to the 4A landscape.
Yeah.
Weiser didn't just squeak this one out. They dominated Homedale tonight.
Yeah, Homedale's going to take a hit in the polls without doubt. I don't think this is just a slipping down to number 2. I mean,
Yeah.
we can see them drop 3 or 4 spots here.
Yeah, so
And see Weiser get reintroduced into the top 5.
I think so as well. Weiser got just 1 vote in this week's state media poll. The top 5 going into this week: Homedale, Fruitland, Sugar, Buell, Moscow. Kimberly, Marsh Valley, Gooding, and Weiser all receiving votes.
So whoever that 1 vote is for Weiser looks really smart right now.
Yeah, they do. And so, Weiser, I agree with you. I think they're going to shoot up into the top 5. I mean, how do you not? After a performance like tonight, this is going to be their 4th win in a row. Yeah. And they've looked good in all 4 games the last month. They're going to punt this one away on.
Oh, wow.
What a punt it was, too. Rolls all the way down to the 24. They had 3rd down up on the sticks and on the scoreboard. Had to have been 4th down.
Yeah, it was 4th.
Had to have been 4th down.
It was 4th down.
Yeah. So they punted away with 3:38 left to play. And gosh, we're sometimes over the course of a season, looking at it from Homedale's perspective now, sometimes it just feels that you can beat anybody.
Yeah.
And that's probably what Homedale felt like coming into tonight. Now all of a sudden you're down 30-6 with just a couple minutes left to go in the game, and you got to come back and play Fruitland next week, who's probably going to be the #1 team in the state next week.
Yeah, and that's going to be a huge game if you're Homedale, because you do not want to drop 2 conference games if you're hoping to stay in this title hunt for the district championship, for the conference championship. Excuse me.
Run up the middle, popped at the 30, driven back. We're down to 3.5 minutes left to play.
And you wonder if Homedale just might be accepting this result.
I think so at this point.
And just letting the clock run out.
On to Fruitland.
On to Fruitland, yeah. Yeah, go home, watch some game film, forget about this, and start focusing on the Grizzlies.
3:07 left to play. Shotgun snap for Uranga. He's going to launch this one down the middle of the field into triple coverage. Deflected, intercepted again. The 4th interception of the night for the Weiser defense. Knocked out of bounds at the 35. This one is Luke Sarek. Weiser's been all over the place tonight.
And just another ill-advised pass by Uranga into heavy coverage downfield, and he pays the price for it again, yeah.
2:53 left to go. Weiser takes over at the Homedale 35.
Pick up 1 first down, and this ball game is over.
6 turnovers tonight for Homedale.
You will not win many games doing that.
They go to the ground. Left side, can't quite turn the corner. Is Black the ball carrier. 4 interceptions, 2 fumbles. Both fumbles, which were bad snaps, result in touchdowns on the fumble.
And all at the hands of Uranga. So, I mean, is that going to be 6 turnovers on the books for him tonight?
By the book. Yeah.
That's
that would be
a rough night.
Yeah. Granted, the fumbles weren't necessarily his fault, but by the book. Yep, you're right. 2 minutes left to play. 2nd down and 10. Back to the ground they go. Cobb is thrown to the ground at the 33. It's good. I'm just so curious to see next week's poll.
Yeah.
And to see how far Weiser jumps and how far Homedale falls.
In both women, the media and the coaches poll.
Yeah.
Both of those are going to be interesting.
Kimberly, an interesting team as well, just outside of the top 5.
I don't think Homedale falls out of the top 5, though.
I don't think so either. But Kimberly was a team that beat Sugar Salem. As a whistle. And the reason that that's important is Homedale beat Kimberly earlier this year. So you got to be thinking that, I mean, this whole classification is just waiting for Sugar to not win a state championship.
Yeah.
So maybe this could be the year. And especially for Homedale, who's just been so close but just can't get over the Sugar Salem hump.
Every year it seems like. I mean, last year it was Teton.
Yeah.
But the previous 5 years, I think, 5 or 6 years, were all against Sugar.
Yep.
Whether it was the semifinals or the championship games.
in an era that everyone is losing to sugar except the 1 year where Weiser got him.
Yeah.
Throwing on the run. That pass is caught at the 30. Angled down to the 20. Stays in bounds. Clock down to 1:14.
And that was a great move by Engel there at the end to make that adjustment to stay in the field of play and keep the clock running.
Clock down to 1:10, and that's probably just going to about do it here tonight.
Victory formation. Let's see if they go to it.
Clock ticking down under 50 seconds. And it looks like Weiser is going to line up in victory formation. Nothing but knuckle bumps on the sideline tonight for Weiser. As throwing his hands up in the air is Cook. And Weiser has knocked off top-ranked Homedale here at home, 30-6.
Wow. Unbelievable game by the Wolverines. Just played perfectly. And they're getting the result that they strive for tonight with a big victory over the Homedale Trojans.
An absolute statement win tonight for Weiser. One member in the Idaho media put them in their top 5 media poll. I would imagine a lot more are going to do it here this week, as Weiser just takes apart number 1 Homedale on their home field here tonight, winning this one 30-6. Teams shaking hands at midfield. We'll take a break and come back and award our IdahoSports.com Player of the Game, presented by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. Weiser winning this one here tonight, 30-6.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
This year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes, and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles. Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
The W in the middle of this field, what do you want it to stand for? Win or wow? Either one.
Either one tonight.
Weiser was impressive tonight. They win at 30-6 over number 1 Homedale here tonight. Lucas Kepler and Clay Hatfield bringing you coverage of this one tonight here on IdahoSports.com. An absolute statement of a win tonight for Weiser, as they just dominated Homedale basically from the opening kick to the closing seconds of this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just controlled time of possession, showed up on defense, did what they needed to do offensively, And it just, I mean, Weiser looked like a legitimate threat tonight to Homedale supremacy.
Yeah, without a doubt. They looked like a top 5, if not top 2 or 3 team in the state here tonight. They were impressive. Today's player of the game is brought to you by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety, reminding you to always keep your head in the game, whether you're on the field or on the road. Be in the moment and free from distractions. So it could have gone a couple ways here tonight, Clay. Could have gone with Colin Cook. He was the quarterback tonight for Weiser. Kind of was the offense in a way when Weiser felt like they needed to play. They kept the ball in Cook's hands. Also had an interception, and I think he recovered a fumble for a touchdown. So that was in discussion, but hard to argue with 2 touchdowns and an interception, which is what Cole Engel had here tonight as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Cole Engel had a heck of a ball game. Was just emblematic of this team tonight. Just throwing the ball or getting into the end zone when he needed to, intercepting, stepping up on defense when the team required it. Just had a great all-around game with Cole Engel.
Yeah, and just looking down at this Weiser sideline right now, it is just all smiles for the boys in red here tonight. So Cole Engel, our IdahoSports.com player of the game, presented by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. This has been an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of Treasure Valley Game Night, presented tonight by Project Filter, Valley-wide Cooperative, and the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. Additional coverage on IdahoSports.com has been brought to you by Meridian Plumbing and Lookout Credit Union. This broadcast was made possible by all of our great local businesses that you see right there on your screen. There are power boosters here tonight. I want to thank each and every one of them for being on board with us tonight as well. Special thanks to the whole staff here at Weiser for their hospitality and helping us get this game broadcast to you, the viewer, tonight. Congratulations once again to Cole Engel, IdahoSports.com player of the game, presented by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. Thank you one last time for joining us here tonight from Weiser. The boys in red, they're going to enjoy this one. They win it 30-6 over top-ranked and conference rival Homedale. Weiser, winners here tonight. For Clay Hatfield, my name is Lucas Gebhardt, and we will see you next week.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com GameStreams. This broadcast is copyrighted to IdahoSports.com. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of IdahoSports.com is strictly prohibited.